It was raining. Boy, was it raining for Louisville the other night.
Then Allen Lubin, Ernest Uday get us started. Copeland and the Wolfpack. Quadier's got Red Sox on and State ready to ride here at home. Great crowd inside Lenovo Center here this afternoon. Miami opens man-to-man. Here's Paul McNeil, a 3-ball away. Williams battled for the rebound. It's scooped up by Lubin, who scored.
And that's what Lubin does best all season long. Wes, just rebound and stand around the basket.
Miami starting 5. Again, Dante Allen in the lineup for Jay Lucas. 6th straight time the freshman from South Florida has been on the floor at the beginning of the ball game. Here is Reneau against Lubin. Man-to-man by the Wolfpack. Henderson attacking on the bounce. Back for Allen's 3. Off the mark, tap follow good, Reneau. And the Wolfpack lineup as Copeland brings it front court. Trey Holloman, the Michigan State transfer, with Copeland, Williams, Van Allen, Lubin, and the sharpshooting sophomore Paul McNeil.
I like this matchup right here with Williams and Reneau.
Darian Williams a 3. Off the back iron, no good. He's now 3 of his last 14 from behind the arc. Uday on a lob for Reneau against Williams. Lubin tried to help. They raked it out of there. Donaldson pull up at the foul line, and the back rim rebound for Lubin. 2-on-2 with Holloman and McNeil. Spot up 3.
I'm not sure. Will Wade had to look down the floor on that one. Said, I'm not sure I wanted that look.
And Henderson, I think, lost it. Last touch by the Wolfpack. And there is Jay Lucas, 37 years of age, a native of Houston, familiar with the area and the arena. Of course, 3 seasons with John Shire at Duke. Before that, a couple of years with Calipari. And then both these guys have a tie to Shaka Smart in a very unique way.
Well, what I like about both guys, no excuses, figuring out the landscape of college basketball and making it happen.
Henderson, that is a 2. McNeil, the rebound for the Pack. Copeland sizes up Reneau, uses a screen, missed the 3. Henderson, the rebound. 2 minutes in and a pair of buckets for both schools. There's a layup on the drive by Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, Donaldson said, get off me, Holloman. You're not strong enough.
Yeah. Trey Donaldson averaging 16.5 points a game and 5 assists in conference play for Miami.
Let's keep an eye on that matchup. They're barking back and forth.
Yep. Kane's in front. Copeland teeing up a 3, and it's good.
I love it, Q. He said, Coach, calm down. I got this. I just knocked it down.
22nd 3 of the year for Copeland. State back in front of point. Reneau backing down McNeil. Allen, quick pass. Henderson on the baseline.
Well, I love Renew's patience. Waited for the double team to come. Perfect pass out. Extra pass for a dunk.
Shelton Henderson, who was a dozen points and 5 rebounds the other night in the win against Carolina. Copeland against Henderson. Hard drive into traffic, flipped it up, and it was
opportunity. So Jay and Will doing a heck of a job with this opportunity.
5 for Copeland. State's got a 1-point lead. Uday well out against Lubin. That's almost no man's land for him, Dennis.
No man's land.
10 to shoot. Here's Donaldson against Holloman.
Great ball pressure by NC State in his possession.
Reneau the screen. Donaldson stepped into it. Holloman the turnover. He's got Reneau to beat. Little guy flipped it to Copeland, and Allen knocked it away. It'll stay with the Wolfpack.
Phenomenal effort by Allen getting back on defense.
How about the Holloman trap here?
Move your feet. Williams gets in there. He might got away with something. I didn't hear a tweet. You get out and run and share the basketball. But excellent hustle by Allen for Miami getting back as well.
Copeland on the spot throw in. Tried to get it to Holloman, turned it over to Donaldson, and here is Allen out in front. Dante Allen with the right-hand punch.
Oh, man, he dunked that like he was mad at the rim.
Yes, he did, and Donaldson almost stole it going the other way again.
A good half-court defense by Miami. You throw the ball out ahead, and Allen, ooh, rim, I do not like you.
Thought the dunk contest was in L.A.
Yes. We have a mini one going on now early in this game.
Copeland against Henderson. On the drive, scoop and score.
Oh, that's just nice. That's just nice. I thought Henderson did a solid job moving his feet, but Copeland is more creative with the finger roll.
Yep. Quadier's averaged 11.5 in his last 4 for State. 9-8 lead for the Wolfpack. Baseline Henderson.
When he walked in the shoot around this morning, I said, I think the combine is next month, isn't it, for football? Good gracious, the way he's built.
Missed the second. Uday, the offensive rebound. Canes are pretty good at that, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Donaldson a catch and shoot.
Streaky Donaldson.
And the rebound for Holloman. Holloman wants it up the floor now. If Will Wade needs somebody to push it, he will. Here's Copeland. All the way to the baseline. Bounces. Nice pass, Lubin.
Well, good job by McNeil sprinting to the top. It stretched out the defense. That's why Lubin was wide open.
2-point lead now for NC State. Dante Allen will bring it up the floor against Copeland. The freshman Matt Abel and 6'10" Musa Sanye wait at the table for Will Wade. Look at Allen. Threw it away in the corner. Copeland, the turnover of Miami. Got a little bounce in his drive here. Flip out front, Williams. Back for Copeland. Left. Nope. Shot fake on Uday. Tried to drive it. Standing 3 again.
Oh.
Too strong. And Will Wade really upset with that shot selection.
Real simple. No, no, no is what Coach said. That's simple. Don't take it.
Reneau backs down, feeds Allen.
Good block. Yes, sir. Good job, Lubin, and protecting the paint, protecting the rim.
Holloman against Donaldson. That's developed into something here in the first 5 and change. Copeland all the way through. McNeil thought about it. Henderson right there. Copeland will try another one. Nope. And the rebound for Donaldson. Miami. Now to Allen. Lob and the catch. Here's Reneau. Layup good.
That's too easy. I understand Copeland was trying to front him, but there's no backside help.
Miami in zone. Dennis?
Matchup 2-3 zone.
Jay Lucas threw 3 different packages defensively at Carolina on Tuesday night. Copeland was 7 to shoot. Another scoop and score.
A lot better right there. Not selling for the 3-point shot, getting to the basket.
9 for Copeland. Here's Reneau. Williams knocked it away last night. And Altuntas flags down the inbounds pass from Henderson. McNeil pressing Allen defensively. 5 for Donaldson to shoot. 17 feet. Good. Trey Donaldson with a pair of field goals now.
Well, I like the way he used his dribble to create space. That was a rhythm dribble to rise up and knock it down with confidence.
Boy, it's a high-level game. Possession to possession.
Yes,
so
the
far.
intensity. They're locked in.
Abel, quick shot from the rookie, good.
That's a touch shot right there. You just check it to the ball game, and the first time you touch it, you catch it in the middle of the zone. You have to take that shot. That's a tough shot to take, but you made it.
He had 13 points at SMU. He's only had the 1 double-figure effort in the last 8 games in conference play for Baltimore's Matt Abel. Turning shot by Reneau is good. Malik Reneau's got 3 field goals.
We realized Abel was on him, solid defender, but too small to shoot, like shooting over a chair in the paint.
Here's Williams against Donaldson. McNeil scoreless so far here too, Dennis. Williams tried to find Sanye, gets it to him. Musa, and did he travel? He did. So a travel on Musa Sanye. Biggest lead by either team.
I've given Virginia Tech all year long. That's a bad loss.
All right, so Joe Lunardi's got 8 in going into today.
Wow.
Should SMU be nervous?
Yes. Each game here on out is very crucial.
Mustang's going to go home. They get Louisville Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at Moody Coliseum will be on ESPN2 for you from Big D. Here's Reneau spinning in traffic against Sonye. Into the ball game, Tivo Malovitz. He only shoots threes. Donaldson on the drive. It rolled off. Ude couldn't finish on the stick back. Oh, and it got deflected away. And here's Miami with a fresh 20. Wolfpack also put Terrence Arsenault in the game. He wears 21. There goes Reneau. He scores.
Sometimes you can box out well, but the ball bounces crazy. That was a perfect bounce for Reneau as he's going for the rebound to finish that play.
4 field goals, 8 points for the Indiana transfer Malik Reneau, who is from Miami. Played at Montverde Academy before starting his career with the Hoosiers. Here's Arsenault, the Houston transfer to the Texas Tech transfer, Williams. Spot-up jumper from Williams is good. First points for Darian Williams.
He finally got to his rhythm with that dribble once again, Wes, to get that shot to go down for him.
Locked up at 17. Back on the attack. Reneau and one.
Tough shot.
Miami the biggest lead of the ball game for either school. Nope. And Sonye had it, lost it, and it'll stay with Miami. And he's got 4 here in this first half, and NC State to within 3 of Miami, who uses Noam Dovrat to bring it into the front court. And Copeland got a hand in there. The steals leader in the ACC, or one of the better guys in steals. And inside, Reneau couldn't finish it, and one of the great stories of this Miami team is Ude's free throw shooting, believe it or not. You take December, it was brutal. Here's Copeland, spun out on a jump shot from the middle of the lane. 4-point lead for the Canes and the basketball. Boy, this is fiercely contested like that. Holloman, the steal of the pass for Reneau. Everything is contested. 3 turnovers from Miami. Abel! He's almost in Jay Lucas's pocket. Packed to within 1 in the building. Got a little vibe on that.
Oh, yes.
Arsenault trying to keep Reneau in front of him. And it's going to be...
Leave it. Splash.
Offensively, 3D.
They're beating them up, more aggressive.
They're +8 in the total number on rebounds and the ball here. 1-point lead, 7.5 to go. Deflected Arsenault, and Clarence Armstrong says it's going to stay with Miami with 8 to shoot. Canes are 45.5%. NC State's 50% here in the first half. There goes Donaldson, feeds Henderson in traffic. Tough shot, got the roll.
Wow. I mean, the concentration through the traffic, that's a big-time shot by Henderson.
Yep. 5 for Henderson. Miami back to a 3-point edge. Abel, the big 3 a moment ago for the Pack. There goes Abel on the drive, and Lubin the stuff follow. 6 for Van Allen Lubin.
Well, Lubin's smart. Every time Ude leaves to go block the shot, he just follows him, and the ball bounces right to him for the finish.
Yep. Back to a 1-point game. Reneau, lots of dribbling, tough shot against Darian Williams, well short.
Oh yeah, that's big time defense, being physical without fouling.
Arsenault slashing through traffic with the right hand, the Wolfpack in front.
Sometimes you have to keep your dribble alive. You get to the paint, play off 2 feet. Nice little baby hook.
Arsenault has played a little bit more in the last half dozen games, 15 minutes or more in 5 of the last 6, but Will Wade needs him to score too.
That means Will Wade trusts him, giving him more minutes.
Reneau against Abel. And lowered his shoulder, went to the ground. Somehow Henderson Got it scooped up and stuffs it home. He's got 7 on his 3rd field goal, does the freshman from Houston.
Miami dodged the bullet on that, Wes. Not good spacing, but Reneau saves the ball and backdoor cut for Henderson for the dunk.
Miami back in front. Williams bounds away from 3. Donaldson digs, drives, had it blocked. That was Lubin, I think.
Well, it's a big time by Lubin once again. Trey Donaldson had him in jail for a minute. Lubin stayed patient and blocked the shot.
Able a 3.
Bang! Swing, ready to shoot it. Knocks it down.
Second double-figure game in the last 9 for Matt Abel is in the first half. Inside 5 to go. Wolfpack by 2 again. Henderson got the roll.
Oh, I love it. Henderson didn't wait for the double team to come. He attacked the paint real quick, shooting over a chair again.
8 ties and 10 lead changes in the first half. What a contest this has turned out to be. That got blocked away by Reneau.
Get that.
It's maybe Derek Dixon of Carolina now who's going to take on more responsibility. That's the fascinating part about the impact of the rookies, and you could argue that the ACC has more depth in that particular area than most realize behind the 2 or 3 that are getting a lot of the run up front in Brown, Wilson, and Boozer.
And that's the beauty about the league, how it's changed just in 1 year.
Because this guy right here looks like a handful, and there's on ABC and the ESPN app, you saw ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips, who's here.
What story he was telling?
NC State Chancellor Kevin Howell he was visiting with.
I wonder what he was telling.
That was his constituency, as they say in this part of the country. Van Allen Lubin on the drive against Reneau with a right hand and 1. Largest lead now for the Wolfpack of 3, 32-29. True Washington on the floor for the first time in 4 games. Already knocked down a 3 for Jay Lucas. Spot up 2, block McNeil. Reneau recovers, up strong on Lubin, scores. 11 or 12 now for Malik Reneau on 6 field goals. He and Henderson have combined for 21 of Miami's 31 in this first half. Holloman, Abel, McNeil, Lubin, and Williams on the floor. Darian Williams has just a 2-point goal. What is Abel doing?
Oh, that's just filthy right there. You see, I got a big guy guarding me. I'm putting him on the floor. First time I get fouled, get to the free throw line. I've knocked down 2 threes. Now I'm going to do the one-hand floater off the glass.
He's got 12. What a nice spark for Will Wade. Here's Reneau. It got blocked. He recovers inside and scores again.
Yeah, good second effort by Reneau. Big time block by Williams.
14 now for Malik Reneau. And Holloman against Donaldson. .12 to shoot. Holloman thought about slipping, gets into traffic off the screen, couldn't finish it. Donaldson for True Washington to the basket, blocked by Abel. Pack wants to run. Williams for Holloman. All the way through, Darian Williams.
That's the 3 that Darian Williams makes. Good dribble drive, baseline drive by Holloman. Final 3-point block right here.
California has given the Wolfpack its largest lead of this first half. Crowd at Lenovo Center on its feet now. Reneau with 10 to shoot, well out. Holloman trying to stay with him. He'll spin back into the lane. An easy bucket now. 16 first half points for Malik Reneau.
It's called a dance 2-step. You take 2 one way, you rotate with the body, good footwork to the other way, and you use the other hand to finish the play.
Under a minute to go in the Wolfpack with a 2-point edge, and Holloman who runs the offense because Copeland's on the bench with a couple of fouls. And there goes Holloman through again, and Donaldson trying to find a crease all the way down and tapped home by Henderson.
Oh, I love the aggressive spirit by Donaldson. NC State fell asleep. Now Uday with the tip in because 3 guys tried to block that layup.
That Uday or Henderson? They gave it to Henderson. He's got 11. Yep. 5th field goal. 2-point lead. Shot clock got about a 8-second differential. Abel a triple. Why not? Matt Abel. My goodness. Dennis, he's got 15. He's already got an ACC season high here in the first half.
He came off that pin down, should I say stagger screen with a purpose and knocks it down with confidence.
What a half by the freshman Abel.
Oh,
and
good defense
by Williams. He'll throw it up at the horn and just short. Darren
oh, that was nice with the finger roll.
That's it. So away we go, half 2. Henderson on a quick dump, Reneau the catch, and contested at the rim by the Wolfpack.
Wow, big time block. I think Lubin got a piece of that again.
Boy, Reneau and Lubin, he's been a little bit of the secret sauce here for Will Wade. Copeland limited in the first half, late especially with the fouls. Here's Williams. Remember, he got going late in the half with the 3 from the corner. McNeil still has been shut out from a scoring perspective here. 3 away, not anymore. Oh man, that was a Dennis Scott type move to get the shot.
That's a timely 3 too. I thought Miami was playing good half-court defense, better offense.
100th three-pointer of the year for Rockingham, North Carolina sophomore Paul McNeil Jr. 8-point lead, largest of the afternoon for the Wolfpack. Miami tries to answer. Henderson doesn't get the roll. Williams hit the deck, tried to make the save. Look at this scrap. Allen. Now Donaldson and Reneau a 3. There's the answer from the Canes.
Well, anytime Reneau can set his feet and take his time, he's a solid 3-point shooter.
19 for Malik Reneau, who's had 20 or more in 4 of his last 5. Ball got knocked away. They're going to scrap for it. Henderson's come up with the Wolfpack turnover and a timeout. Win at SMU. We thought this had a chance to be like this, Dennis. So far, it's delivered. Everything being contested.
Good hands by Copeland.
Right there.
Yes. Let's give Jay Lucas a lot of credit. When you put Reneau at the elbow, it's hard to double from there.
Right.
So now you got more room to operate. When you got the low block, now you can double from the wing or the top.
Well, and NC State has kind of counterpunched. It feels like the lineup changes, right?
Yes.
And when they lost Copeland, they let Holloman hold it. From a perspective, that time knocked out of bounds. Now NC State.
Right, sit down.
Some guy who bought a really expensive ticket decided to challenge Clarence Armstrong. He said, "Sit down, I got it right." Man, everybody's contesting stuff. We got people in the second row contesting a call.
Good D by the Hurricanes on that one.
Copeland misses the runner. Here's Miami with Donaldson running the offense. My goodness. Spinning on Copeland, fall away, good. Trey Donaldson.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
I love when Trey gets into the paint and plays off 2 feet. He always gets a good shot off that way.
We have only played 2.5 minutes of the second half. Feels like we've already played 25 minutes. Some kind of game. 3-point advantage, McNeil. Another one! A 3 from out on the left by Paul McNeil Jr.
Love the misdirection action to a little flare screen to the shooter.
Henderson. Now here's Reneau against Darian Williams. Trying to force his way in, goes left hand, scores.
Once again, Jay Lucas, a heck of a job on that mid post. It's hard to double a guy on the mid post, and Reneau gets to that paint so quick. Big time move.
Another 3, that one by Williams off the front rim. 4-point lead for the Wolfpack. Reneau, by the way, has got 20 or more in the 6th game against the ACC. Dante Allen, baseline goes Henderson, just bulls his way to the basket.
Move, get out the way. That's a strong move by Henderson. He just said, get out the way, easy layup. You're not strong enough. Get in the weight room.
13 now for Shelton Henderson. Williams left alone. That had to be a missed assignment, didn't it? He bailed out Miami with the miss. Here's Allen to the basket in a hurry. Dante Allen with 4. And now all of a sudden we're locked up at 48. Look, oh my goodness, Copeland What a beautiful pass to Darian Williams, just very casually lays in his third field goal.
Well, poor communication, Miami. Half the team was in the zone and half the team was in the man-to-man. That's why the lane was so wide open.
2-point lead now. And Donaldson and Miami back the other way. We'll get a timeout on the next dead ball here in Raleigh. And almost a double team turnover. Here's a kick out three. Donaldson too strong. Uday the rebound. Donaldson back for Uday, almost through. Uday now 1 for 4.
That's when it hurts. If you're 3 or 4, you're okay. When it's 1 or 4, that hurts.
Yep. Still a 2-point lead for the Wolfpack. Copeland runs the offense for Will Wade, of course, in his first season here in Raleigh. Against Uday. Quadir. Kick out in the corner for Williams. Malovitz is back on the floor. Wearing the 88, if you will. Williams a lean in with 2 on the clock, and I don't know if that was a great look by the Wolfpack.
All right, let's give Miami a lot of credit on defense for that possession.
Donaldson front court against Trey Holloman. Henderson taking his time against McNeil, and now is his career high in the first half, featuring 3 threes, by the way. Here's Henderson. Wolfpack by 2 at 54-52. Reneau. He's got 5 already here in the second half. 21 in the ball game. 4 to shoot for Henderson. Squares on Sonia and misses. Long. True Washington the rebound. Able the deflection. He and Donaldson race for it. Miami back on the attack. Donaldson wasting no time. Runner. They crash the glass on a foul under his belt in his college career when he arrived at Coral Gables. 6.5. Game tied at 54 on our 10th tie. 10 ties, 10 lead changes. McNeil. Zoned by the Canes here, 3D.
1-3-1 zone. Then it
they hold to it.
Yeah, and then switches to a 2-3 matchup.
Copeland kick out for Williams. Where's Abel? Williams tried to fire it to Sagne. Turned it over. Tied at 8 minutes into the second half. Reneau into traffic, and that's a foul on Moussa Sagne. The freshman from the Gambia. His first. 4 on the Wolfpack. Timeout in Raleigh, and a big Reneau spinning back with the right hand, and Sagne defended it well enough to force the miss. Now Will Wade was lighting a fire on his team during the timeout. Let's see how the Wolfpack responds offensively.
Oh, they got a piece of his mind on that timeout. That's for sure.
Is that what you call it?
I'm being nice. I'm being nice on that.
Sound like more than a piece.
There you go.
McNeil step back, and that's a 2. Matt Potter says it's a 2 for McNeil, who's got 11 now.
That's 4 for 4 now in the second half, right? 3 threes and a 2.
Here's Donaldson to fall away to answer.
Come on, Donaldson. Every time he's gone to 2 feet in the paint, something good has happened for him in the Miami Hurricanes.
Tied at 56. We're 9 minutes old here in half 2. Copeland's got Abel, McNeil on the perimeter. Arsenault and Sagne essentially are the bigs, if you will. Here's McNeil. Oh, he dumped it to Abel. 3-man to a 3-man. And Abel could not cash it.
I know Abel didn't make it. That's just big-time, unselfish basketball. McNeil's made 4 in a row. He could have shot. He makes the extra pass. Abel just missed it.
20 to shoot. Donaldson got caught in the air. Almost turned it over. Bailed out to Washington. He got stripped by Copeland. Last touch, Washington.
Plays the right way. Plays for his teammates. Willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Arsenault. Uday's come back on the floor now for the Canes. Here's Holloman on the drive, took the contact, couldn't finish it. Sagne the rebound, kick for Abel. Nope. Rebound for Reneau. Here's Reneau off the pass from Henderson. What a shot.
I just love
7.5, 23 now for Malik Reneau.
You notice how they give it to him on the move. Now you're putting the defense on their heels. spin move, and another big-time finish.
Miami in front on the layup. Here's McNeil trying to get the lead back.
The streaky guy, 5 in a row. Keep feeding him.
59-58. 12th lead change of the ball game. Henderson. Fall away. Nope. Uday almost threw it away. Here's Washington. On the drive. Tapped around and it drops in.
Yeah, good second effort by Washington tipping that in. But NC State was playing good defense outside the last couple seconds.
So Miami ties the ball game on the tap in by Washington. Or puts Miami back in front, I should say, by a point. Here's Holloman. Donaldson went down. Holloman going to drive. Kick for Abel. McNeil, another one. Spins out.
This place is ready to erupt.
Oh, yeah.
It was ready to erupt if he'd have made that one.
They know what his calling card is. Here's Henderson right by McNeil. Couldn't finish. They crashed the glass. Sonye did a good job keeping Uday at bay.
Yes, you got to be physical with the big fella.
Abel. Floater.
That's the shot he made early in the first half to get him going. The little short floater.
Career high for Abel now with 17. Now they're just exchanging the lead on each possession, it feels like. Henderson puts Miami right back in front.
Come on, partner. That's going straight down the lane. Just carrying people with him. I'll say it again in case you just tuned in. That's a 4-man playing like a 2-man.
Yep. Here's Abel at the foul line. Now to McNeil. Boy, Donaldson's right there.
Yeah, took his airspace right away.
Reneau out against Holloman. Trey will take by him on the bounce, throw it up on the glass. Sonye the rebound, saves it. Here's Arsenault fighting back. He got into traffic and fouls. He's got 4 in the game, 2 in each half, and NC State's back in front. .7:20 to play. Kicked into the corner and a 3-ball from Washington rattles in, and True talks to the Wolfpack partisans coming back up the floor.
Once again, poor communication. They were in a matchup zone. Washington does an excellent job running the baseline. No one talked. Wide open 3.
17 lead changes.
Here we go again. 2-3 to a matchup man-to-man.
Arsenault with Donaldson chasing him. He'll try and split the defense and then threw it away, trying to dump it to Lubin. Miami front court under 7 to play. Canes by 2. Donaldson fighting through, traveled. Isaac Barnett, the turnover on the Canes. Neal's sitting over on the Wolfpack bench too, so Abel stays on the floor. Copeland, Holloman, Lubin, Williams, and the rookie Abel. Copeland left open, that's a 3. Uday the rebound in front of Van Allen Lubin.
Coach Wade has to make a tough decision coming here down the stretch. Do you go with Holloman or do you go with Abel and McNeil and move Copeland to the point? Because they want Copeland to shoot the ball. There's a reason you're wide open.
He hit one early, has not hit one since, it feels like, right?
Yep, and it's Allen knocks down a nice little bunny off the glass. But to tell people at home, there's a reason you're open. You're not going to leave Abel open. You're not going to leave McNeil open. So Copeland's the odd man out.
Miami a 4-point lead on Dante Allen's 3rd field goal.
That's what you do, Copeland. You attack the paint, drop it off for an easy pass for Lubin.
Dozen now for Van Allen Lubin on 5 field goals.
Copeland, your defense, your intensity, and playmaking.
Kane still with a 2-point lead. And Copeland knocked the ball away from Reneau, and here goes the scrum. And Williams and Donaldson, and now after the technical foul on Williams, the basketball for the Canes. Here's Donaldson in traffic, floater, too strong, rebounded Lubin. McNeil's back on the floor for the Pack with Abel now. Holloman's gone to the bench. Here's Williams on the drive, off the window and in. 9 now for Darian Williams. State to within 2.
Big time stop, big time play by Williams. This crowd's into the ball game now.
Reneau against Williams. Remember, he's playing with 3 fouls. Lubin trying to help. 10 to shoot. Washington spots for 3. Allen, the follow, wouldn't go. And a foul.
Picking up 94 feet, so I understand what he's doing.
Wolfpack in front on the 18th lead change. Henderson driving against Lubin, stolen by Holloman. Here's Copeland all the way down. And he'll bring it back out. Quadir on the drive, took the contact. He's definitely going to make the papers.
This is in the books.
3-point lead for the Wolfpack. Inside of 4 to go in Raleigh. What a show this has been. Henderson against McNeil, who's back on the floor with Holloman here, by the way. Abel has gone to the state bench. Reneau against Lubin. 3 to shoot. Malik out of traffic. Washington, no. Reneau battled and lost it over the end line last touch. Reneau wanted a foul on Villa and Lubin. Matt Potter did not offer. You like Washington alone?
Well, that time he was stuck because the shot clock was going down.
30% three-point shooter.
If it was 5 seconds on the shot clock, take a dribble and drive it. It was only 3 seconds on the shot clock, so we will let him off the hook on that one.
Feels like a big possession in the ball game, 3D.
Huge.
McNeil gave it back to Copeland with 10. Quadir feeds Van Allen. Lubin, it got rejected by Uday.
Oh, get that shot out of here.
Henderson for Uday. Or beg your pardon, Reneau, and a held ball. Holloman got in, forced the tie-up, and possession belongs to the Wolfpack. Back to the shot at the Wolfpack goal a moment ago.
Well, Copeland, you're doing what you do best. Attack the paint, drop it off, but Uday said, not today. Get that shot out of here. To your other point partner, now Abel's back. So you have Abel and McNeil, 2 shooters in the corner. Now Copeland can break down the defense and create.
Working against Washington, who's their best defender. And Copeland inside went too far. McNeil comes out of there with it, and there's a foul. Offense from a scoring perspective when he's in the ball game. Not just his scoring, but his ability to distribute the scoring with assists and so forth.
Yes, that's the superpower.
Here's Williams. Oh, Donaldson turned him loose, and Darian Williams scored.
Well, we called that pull in the chair, but that time he didn't fall. He laid it in.
And Darian Williams and the Wolfpack have taken a 5.
It's my favorite part of the game now for Donaldson. Good decision making on the offensive end, and Kendall Canes get the quality stops.
Holloman stays in the ball game to defend Donaldson. He'll take off, runner with a right hand off the window. Lubin the rebound. Puts it in Holloman's hands. He's an 80% free throw shooter. And now Copeland will run this offense at distance as we go inside of 2 minutes in Raleigh. Screen for Copeland. Tried to shovel it to Lubin, turned it over. Here goes True Washington. And blocked from behind by McNeil.
Love it. McNeil not giving up on a play, hustling back. Yes, get that shot out of here. You don't give up on a play. Look like True Washington gonna lay it in. Love it, the shot blocker.
What a rejection by McNeil. Miami still the possession. Henderson to put it in play. Donaldson. Skip for Henderson. 3 ball from the left. Too strong. Rebound by Williams. 90 seconds to go in Raleigh. Wolfpack by 5. Williams working on Donaldson. Copeland back to Darian Williams with 10 to shoot. Fall away. Tap Lubin. Second try. Third time. the charm.
You called it. Second, third effort.
7-point game. Miami's been scoreless the last 4 minutes. Wolfpack's gone on an 11-0 run. Now in the final minute, Canes can't wait around. There's Reneau. And make it 4. Made it. Dennis, do you start fouling here to try and extend the game with 50? Also goes out. Uday, not a great free throw shooter, that's why.
Exactly.
They'll concede the rebounding for the chance to get points here. Henderson in the corner, Reneau, that's a 3. And finally, Holloman had a run at it. Miami got it back, and Washington scores from in front of the basket.
That's a huge rebound.
Double figures for True Washington. It's a 2-point game with 32 seconds left.
Same thing. Don't foul right away. Stay solid first.
Here's Holloman trying to.
That's why you stay solid.
And a foul is baseline right by the basket. Gets it to Donaldson. He'll shoot for the lead. No. Lubin the rebound. Tried to go back to Holloman. It got deflected. Here's the double team again. And they've taken the 4 guys across the floor for Miami. State shows man-to-man. Henderson's trying to get it in bounds. He'll put it up for Reneau. Williams challenges. Here's Donaldson. Washington for the lead, and he's fouled.